So dear students, good morning. 53 people have joined the meeting at the class. So hope the remaining people also will join. As I told, I might be announcing poll, I might be giving a quiz, okay, all those things. Now I shared a Google form link in the chat box, okay. What you do is you click onto it, you try to answer it, submit it, okay. And after 5 minutes or after 5 minutes, exactly it is 9:15 in my clock. So at 9:20, I'll just close it, okay. Our computer is showing around 9:13, maybe around 9:25 I'll close it. Quickly do it. Am I audible? Am I clear? One of you, Kirti Gowda?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes. Please give a try. See, don't worry about the marks right now. It is a simple thing. Okay. Complete it. I'll give you another 7 minutes. So 9:13 now, according to my laptop, 9:20. I'll just close it. Fine. So please do it. Be at it. And that is only your attendance. That is only your marks for today's class. And another quiz also I'll release. Okay. After some time. So start doing it.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Please, name
Ma'am, can you please send me once again, ma'am, link?
Link is here now. It is in the chat box.
Ma'am, I'm late, so I cannot
No,
able
no.
to access, ma'am.
No. Even if you join late, I think you can't. Okay. Sorry, man. Okay. 1 second.
Excuse me,
Yes. Sharing.
ma'am. I attempted the quiz and saw the key answers, but it showed first one and fourth one are wrong. But correct answer given in that are same as I given. Ma'am.
Okay. See, maybe there is some because first time I'm doing the exercise of sharing it. No, so that's what
Okay,
I'm telling. Don't worry about answers what you mark. Okay.
ma'am.
So let us discuss the answers as well.
Okay, ma'am. Okay,
Okay. Don't worry about it.
okay. Is that another quiz, ma'am?
Yeah.
Which
There
you
will be
give me?
another quiz as well. I think
Okay,
no assignment and allotment I have done on my own. Maybe there might be some problem. Let us sort it out. Don't worry. Okay.
okay, ma'am.
After no, so at 9:20, I'll announce the answers. You just look at it and see whether you have done the correct thing or not. Okay, that is what I wanted
Okay,
today. Okay.
okay, ma'am.
You please retry again and let me know whether you are getting the proper answers or not. I try to do some changes here.
Okay, ma'am.
What is your name?
Sangamesh, ma'am.
Sangamesh. See, you people. Okay. So you do it once again. Once again.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
ಅದು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ I don't know how do I check it. ಅದು ಶೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.
Hello, ma'am. Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am. In the first question, is that plus or minus or just plus, ma'am?
Adu plus or minus?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, hello, ma'am.
Hello. Tell me.
Yes, ma'am. It's Dodogoda Patil.
Tell me, Patil.
Okay, ma'am. Am I submitted or not, ma'am?
That I don't know. I will be only knowing that out of 60 participants, 40 has submitted. The later I will get the sheet saying that who all have submitted, what are their marks, it will show.
Yes, ma'am.
If
But
you have, if you have a doubt, no, you redo it, ma.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, redo it. Another 2 minutes I'll give you. You do it.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, okay, do it fast.
Okay.
So out of 60 people, only 40 have done it. I want all the other people to do it very fast. We have to start with a problem solving for the today's class, right? So please do it fast.
And your voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking. Is it audible now?
No, it's okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
There are yes, there are 62 participants, but people have done 10 people have done twice. Okay, and now I guess that everybody has done it. Let us stop doing the quiz now. Let us move on to the topic discussion. Okay. Can you see the board, ma? Whiteboard, what I have shared?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So if any problem, any issue with the technically, no, for hearing or for seeing the thing, please let me know, because I will be guessing that it is there and I'll be proceeding. So please let me know about it. Okay. So now let us move on quickly. Now we have seen, right? Just now we have seen what is called the block diagram reduction technique. What is the algebra that has been used? And in the quiz, you have answered what you have learned in yesterday's class. You have answered that if the blocks in the block diagram are in cascade, then you have to replace them with the product of those gains. Correct? If G1, G2, G3 are in cascade, you have to replace them with the product G1, G2, G3. If the elements are in parallel, you have to replace them with the summation G1 plus G2 plus G3, etc. Depending upon the polarity to which they have applied. And also, if you have many summing points, for example, say let us say you have two summing points S1 and S2 having different inputs, then you can replace the two summing points with the same with a single summing point, giving the same result. Okay, so that also we have seen. Now let us go to the next one, next algebraic rule, which talks about shifting a summing point. Okay, so let us say. One second, let me just select the pen. Okay, so let me say I have one input x1 Correct? I'm just talking about some other rule of the block diagram. Okay? I have an input x1. Applied to a block which is having the gain G. Okay, there is one block which is having the gain G, and the output of this summing point, this G is applied to a summing element. Fine, it is applied to a summing element which is plus and which is also plus two inputs. So 2 plus. Just 1 second, I'll just give me 1 minute time. Okay. Just give me 1 second. ವೈಟ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡು, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡು. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ದಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್, ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. Stop sharing that, and share this. I will show the whole. Share. Yeah. Mic. I think I have shared the board which I am using the whiteboard. Now is it visible? Someone? Yeah. Okay. So now let us go for the block diagram reduction technique. One more principle. As I said, there is an input x1. Okay. Applied to the block G. Fine. And output of this would be x1 into G, because x1 is the input, G is the gain. Correct? And this is applied to a summing element, as I was showing you. Fine. Please bear with me with the drawings. Plus. This is having the input x2. Okay. So there is a summing point, and which is having x1 into G as input, x2 is the output. So x2 is another input. So the output would be x1G plus x2. Okay. This is the situation. Now, this is the output. Okay. Let me say the output is indicated as x3. Okay. So I'll say that I am going to get x3 as x1G into x2. There should not be any ambiguity here. What I did, in order to explain you regarding one more block diagram reduction technique, or the rule of the block diagram reduction techniques, I took one input x1, applied to a block G, and output of the block G will be x1 into G. So that is there. I have applied it to a summing element. Let me indicate it as S. So one input of the summing element is x1G, another input of the summing element is x2. Both are plus plus. So there is an output x3. I will be having x3 as x1G plus x2. This is the situation. Now I want to move the summing element. So now what will happen when I apply a rule of moving the summing element? Okay, I want to move the summing element. Okay, I just want to move the summing element ahead of G. Okay, so now actually it is behind G. Now I just want to move it to ahead of G. That is what their requirement for me. Then if I do so, what is that I will be getting equivalent? Okay, ahead of G, I just want to move. So what I am trying to do now, I am trying to do the change what is required. I am putting the summing point ahead of G. So that means first is my summing point. Okay, having input with plus, another input with plus, it should have two inputs. So this is the summing point S, whatever is shown in the figure here. And then I have the block G. So what I am asking is, I am intending to move the summing element in front ahead of the block G. So block G is there, ahead of block G is here. So I just put the summing element ahead of block G. Then what should be the output? Output should be the same x3. So but what should be the x3? This x3 should be same as this. It should be same. Okay, that is what we want. Even if you change something, the totality of the functionality of the system should not change. So what has to be done if at all you want to move the summing element ahead of the block G in your block diagram given? Okay, so the input is x1. Fine. As before, input will be x1 and another input is x2. Okay, I'm just putting it as it is. Then let us see what is that change one has to make in order to retain the equation. Okay, so now what I did, moving the summing element ahead of the G. What happens? I am trying to move this element ahead. Ahead means in front of G. Okay, or before G. Okay, presently summing point is behind G. Now I want to move it ahead of G. So I have kept it ahead of G. So when I moved S here, my G is written here. My S is having two inputs. One is x1 and the other one is x2. And my G would be having the input as x1. What will be the input to G here? x1 plus x2. Agreed? So now in this position, what is my x3? My x3 would be, are you getting it? My x3 would be input to G is x1 plus x2 into G, which is nothing but x1G plus x2G. Okay, when I moved the summing element ahead of block G, okay, with the same way, just I moved it, shifted in front of G. Then if that is the thing done as it is, then I am getting x3 as x1G plus x2G. But look at the equation. x3 has to be x1G plus x2, but x3 is becoming x1G. This is correct as per the original equation. But if you look at the second term is x2G rather than x2. Okay. How do we make it as x2, right? You are getting it as x2G. How do you get rid of this? How do you make it as x2G only? You can get it as x2G provided you put the block with a multiplication of 1 by G. What I did, I have to find a rule, right? In order to find the rule, I am just trying to make you feel that what is the change happening, what has to be done. Okay. So when I have put the summing element ahead of G and try to see the equation for x3, whatever x3 I got, this x3 is not same as the original x3. Okay. So in the changed x3, I am getting an extra term of g. So I want to get rid of this. I can get rid of this by putting a multiplication, putting a gain of 1 by g in the path of x2. Okay. Wherever it is required. So with x2 has to be multiplied with 1 by g. If I do the change like this, then what would be my input to g now? The input to g now would be, now see here, it would be x1 plus, I am multiplying x2 with 1 by g, right? It is x2 by g. Okay. Now when input to g is x1 plus x2 by g, what would be my x3? Okay. So now the x3, because of the incorporation of 1 by g, we can look at it, right? Okay. So my x3 would be x1 plus x2 by g. Okay, this is the new term, we got it because of the inclusion of 1 by g in the path of x2, correct? Into, it's not enough because it has to get multiplied with the gain through which it is going, into g of the block. So now if I look at it, what I'll get? I will get it as x1 into g plus x2 by g into g gets cancelled, right? x2 by g into g. So this g gets cancelled. I'll get my x3 as x1g plus x2. Now you look at here, my x3 is same as whatever is there in the original system. Original system is having x3 as x1g plus x2. Even now I got x1g plus x2. Okay. So this you could clearly see. Now I am writing it as a rule of the game which has to be followed whenever you have to do this manipulation in your block diagram to simplify it to get the transfer function. I say that the rule 4 would be moving a summing point. Okay, I am generalizing it now, cascading of two elements, parallel of two elements, like that. So moving a summing point ahead of a block G, moving a summing point ahead of block G, ahead of block G, then what you have to do? Then you have to multiply, you have to insert a gain block of 1 by G with the summing element. Okay. So that is what we said. Supposing that as a changed one, I am telling my summing point has been moved in front of or ahead of block G with one input as x1 with another input as something x2. Then this x2 has to be modified including a block with a gain of 1 by g. That has to be remembered. So when I am moving it, one input of the summing element has to be multiplied with 1 by g. Okay, 2g gives me x3. So this is the rule of the game. Okay, moving a summing point ahead of the block G, then you have to insert the gain with a block of with a gain of 1 by G. Fine. Now there is another rule of the game which says that you have a block diagram with another sum. This is also related to summing point. Fine. So another one is that Supposing that you have a block diagram with the summing element, the original one I am writing, you have a summing element, okay, with the input x1, fine, and with the input of positive terminal. Another terminal is also positive, okay. Again, here I am giving another input to the summing element as x2, okay. Then the output of this obviously has to be x1 plus x2. This is the original diagram, what is there and how are we going to manipulate, okay. And this is getting multiplied with the forward element, some element g. So output would be x3, which is equal to g into x1 plus g into x2. So this is the situation. Now what we have to do is, what if I move this summing element behind block G, okay. So now the rule 5 is moving summing element behind block G, okay. Please remember, behind block is this place, ahead of the block is this place. Now this summing element S has to be moved behind block G. So now I am at it using a different color, okay. So I just want to see what modification has to be done if I am trying to put the summing element behind this block. Block is here. Now I want to put my summing element behind this block, which is having one input here and which is having another input here, and the total output is x3, that has to be the same, and the input is x1, original input is x1, that has to be same, and this has to be x2. But is it x2 or what has to be done to respect to x2 has to be checked out, okay. Now when you look at it, moving the summing point behind the block G, what you will get here, it is x1 input G. So I am going to get here it as x1G, x1 gets multiplied by G, and this is x2 as an input. So my output would be x1G plus x2. Got it? But now I check it, because by moving so, am I getting the same thing or not? So this is x1G plus x2. But what is the original one? It is x1G plus G into x2. So the first term is proper. But for the second term, G is missing in the block diagram, whatever you have manipulated. So we have to see to that it should get multiplied by G. So what has to be done? For the x2 block path, I'll include a block with a gain G and I'll apply x2 from here. Okay, I extended my x2. Okay, what I did is same as before. Before I have multiplied with 1 by G. Now I am multiplying it with G. Okay. Now with this change, okay, what is that I am going to get? The output x3 has to be, see, look at here, no change. Without changing the property of the system, I could get x3 as an output, which is equal to x1G from the first input plus, due to x2, here it would be, see, here it would be x2 into G. So this x2G plus x1G has to be added, right? So I'm going to get it as x2G. By doing so, I can see that this and this are the same. There is no change in the laws of the functionality of the system. It is functionally same, but only we have manipulated it, right? So if you have a system and if you want to move the summing point of the system behind the block G, so you have moved the summing point behind the block G. Remember, the input is the same the output is the same, but only the change is the other input. So the other input has to be multiplied by G. Okay. So now I just summarize these 2 points what I have covered. If I want to move the summing point ahead of the block G, then I have to multiply with 1 by G. And if at all I have to move the summing point behind block G, then I have to multiply with G. Okay. That I don't know whether you remember it with the block diagrams what I have given, that way you remember, fine. Otherwise you should able to remember in a way that where you have to multiply with 1 by G, where you have to multiply with G with the input of the summing point, that has to be noted. Okay. So 4, 5, now 6, 1 is regarding the takeoff point. Okay. There is something called takeoff point in the control system. In the control system block diagram, closed loop control system block diagram, you know that this is the R of S input, and this is the, let us say, planned control element, etc. This is the forward element. Okay. And then from here, output is this, that is C of S, correct? And output is also fed back, which is H. It is applied to the summing element, which may be having a positive feedback or a negative feedback. It can be plus or minus depending upon whatever system it is. This is something like this. Now look at this junction. This junction is called takeoff point. This is called as takeoff point. So you have the block diagram rules pertaining to takeoff point as well. So which is called takeoff point. How do you identify something is a takeoff point? A takeoff point is a one which will have something in the forward direction and the same thing is tapped and taken in the other direction. Okay, part of it is taken back. So this junction is the takeoff point. Now, see, in order to get the closed loop transfer function, we know that you should have a G, we should have a takeoff point, we should have a H, and we should have a summing element. This is the structure, right? So only when it is there, then you can write the transfer function of this as G by 1 plus or minus G into H. That is applicable only when you have your takeoff point, that is feedback is there. Okay. So now there may be situations wherein you might have to now move the takeoff point so as to get this format of forward element, feedback element, summing element, all those things in order to simplify the transfer function. So you have some rule connected to the takeoff point as well. Okay. Supposing that if I want to move the takeoff point, okay, again takeoff point can be moved behind the block or ahead of the block. So if the takeoff point is moved behind, it is moved to behind block G. If it is moved to behind block G, then what has to be done? We have to multiply it with, in that case, what is the factor we have to use? We have to multiply with 1 by G. The other one is that if you want to move the takeoff point ahead of block G, so let me say ahead of block G because there is some problem in writing. If you want to move the takeoff point ahead of the block G, then what you have to do? You have to multiply with G. Okay, you have to multiply with G. I'll give you a hint of remembrance here. You compare these two statements with respect to summing point. Okay, so summing point moved behind the block and summing point moved ahead of the block. Okay, summing point shifted ahead of the block, you are multiplying it with 1 by G, correct? So whatever we are doing for the takeoff point, moving behind, you are multiplying with 1 by G, but with respect to summing point, it is moving ahead. Okay, I am just trying to give you some clue of remembering. So turning point, takeoff point and the summing point movements moving behind, the multiplication is 1 by g and g, that is opposite. Similarly, takeoff point and summing point moving ahead, the multiplications are g and 1 by g for summing and takeoff point. Those two you write next to each other, then you'll get to know that when you are multiplying it 1 by g for takeoff point, for summing point you are multiplying with g. Whereas for this next case, when you are multiplying takeoff point with g, for the summing point you are multiplying with 1 by g. Okay. So these are the important rules, and still two more rules will be there that will be learning in the next class. Okay. Monday I have first hour class, and also in the afternoon that signals and systems tutorial class I'm going to engage. There will solve one or two problems. Okay. So that will be there. Now, shall we go for another quiz now? Right now, it's a time for another quiz. Whatever I just told, you have to, you should able to recall and you should able to show it. Okay. So let me just open for you the quiz. Okay. Let me just check it for you, the quiz. I'll just share it. Give me a minute. I'll just share it. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to share it. Okay. I'll share the link and you can answer. Just try it. I just shared the link.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, it's the same questions which have been displayed.
Please start answering it. Could you able to open it? Vishnu?
Same question, ma'am, asked there.
They're same questions, ma'am, which
No.
I asked.
Am I
Ma'am,
audible?
same questions. Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
same questions.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you. But can you open the link?
Same as
We can open the link, but it was same, ma'am.
Ma'am,
It is the
earlier,
same, huh?
what?
It is the same thing, is it? I don't think so. 1 minute. You just. Now check it. The same. It is a different link. This is a different question actually altogether. Open it. Vishnu, what do you say? This is quiz 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Different, no? Questions are different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Answer it. It will not take more than 2 minutes. I want everyone to answer it. Fifteen people responded. Spurti, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you complete this?
Yes, ma'am.
How many you wrote correct?
All correct.
All correct. Wonderful. Good man. So following that. Kirti Gowda. Kirti Gowda, you are there?
Yes, ma'am. One second.
Did you complete the answering, ma?
Last one I'm doing it, ma'am.
Okay, do it. Anjali Mishra, you are there? Anjali,
Yes, ma'am.
have you completed, ma?
Ma'am, just last one I was answering.
Do it. I think everyone has answered. Okay, so but I observed that consistently 8 people were not attending. Okay, and I am putting it on the record, but people are not attending regularly, and attendance has been recorded through the Google Sheets, and the CIE marks are being recorded through the quizzes and polls. And it is the responsibility of the student to take care of these things. Please convey it also to your friends who are not there, who have not come. Okay. Later, nothing can be done because everything is recorded. All the documents will be, are soft copy, and they are also recorded in the class recording also. So it will be there. So I have the Google Sheets of your answers and your attendance, everything. And those who won't come, those who will miss the classes, and those who will miss these quizzes as a CIE thing, and they will be having the problem. I just want to know, Kavishri, are you there? So the lateral entry students, I guess they also have to attend. Maybe Aftab only is attending. Aftab, you please convey it to the others. Okay, everyone has to attend. Okay, Akshay Chaturvedi, are you there?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello,
Ma'am,
Akshay.
No, ma'am, it's Dadugoda Patil. I am also attending. I have answered, ma'am. Submitted.
Yes. No. See, those who have not come, it is not that no, everybody knows. There are some few people who are regularly not coming. I've observed it. So next week, mid, I'll just call and talk to their parents. Okay. So and it is an opportunity to learn and gain. And any doubts, you can come back. Akshay Chaturvedi. Akshay Chaturvedi is also on and off, coming and going. Please convey it. Kamil, you please convey it to him. So dear students, I think this is enough for you, but my request to you all is that, as I told, I have shared you the control system notes, and now I have told, explained you about the rules to be followed for the block diagram reduction. Okay, so regarding the cascading of the blocks, regarding the parallel connection of the blocks, regarding the combination of the summing elements, and moving the summing point behind a block, moving summing point ahead of a block, moving takeoff point behind a block, moving takeoff point ahead of a block. Okay, so please come prepared of these points and come for the Monday's class. We'll be solving a problem making use of all these things. Okay, in order to understand it thoroughly, you please read it, try to understand it, and come prepared. We shall solve one problem, and that gives you an idea, and then you have to solve many problems to keep understanding it. So Monday we'll dedicate it for this block diagram reduction table. So let us solve 2 problems, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Then later we'll go for the signal flow graphs. Okay, so that's all for today. So I think I'm just signing off now. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Bye.